Hi friends, this is Myra with Vial Designs, and I can't believe it's December already, but we're just in time to start making our Christmas DIY cards. And today I'm going to show you how easy it is to make this beautiful Happy Holidays card. So let's go ahead and get started. First, let's go over the tools that I'm going to be using for this tutorial. And the first thing is the Handmade palette. I'm going to be using this one right here, and I will put the links to everything down below. We're also going to need an angle and circle maker like this one right here, or any round object that you have to make the circle. The next thing is black paper. I'm going to be using the mixed media paper from Strathmore. This paper, it is so good because we're gonna be using watercolor, so make sure that you have a thick paper. The next thing is a brush. I'm using the PJ Letters Studio brush round 2. We're gonna need some water, and I am going to use this dropper, and this is to put some water into the Handmade palette so we can activate the gold paint, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it. Next, we're gonna be using this white mechanic pencil, which is perfect to sketch on dark paper. You can also use any pencil, but I definitely recommend this one. And last but not least is our gold paint marker, extra fine. So step number 1 is to use our angle and circle maker to sketch our round ornament. I'm going to be doing it at a 1.5 inch diameter, and as you can see right here, I am sketching it towards like the bottom half of the paper. You just want to make sure that you leave some space to letter your holiday greeting. And I'll follow the same process that I'm doing here to finish drawing the ornament. And now we're going to start drawing inside the ornament the pattern that we are going to be painting with our gold Handmade palette. And one of the things that I love about this white mechanical pencil is that it's very easy to erase and it won't leave a mark on the dark paper. You can do any pattern that you would like inside the ornament, but if you want to recreate this exact one as well as practice the lettering part, I'm going to put the link down below for my holiday lettering worksheet. Now it's time for the fun part, and it's to use this gorgeous metallic Handmade gold paint. And for this, to activate it, we're gonna grab this dropper, and then we're gonna put a little bit of water in the one that we would like to use. This is optional. You can always use your brush and then just dip the water, and then with the brush you're gonna activate the paint by scribbling like I'm doing here, and you're gonna do this until you find the consistency of the gold paint that you like. And now, using this beautiful gold paint, we're gonna start painting inside the pattern that we created on our ornament. In case you don't have this Handmade gold paint, you can always use a gold marker and just color inside the ornament as well. You just have to be creative and use what you have to create your Christmas cards. I decided to switch to the brush round number 4 just because some of the parts are a little bit bigger. So where I am going to be painting bigger parts, I'm going to be using this round number 4. And then for the other ones, I'll continue to use the round number 2. As you're painting, there's going to be a point where you start noticing that the paint is drying, and simply add a little bit more water and mix it together again until you like the consistency of the paint. Now that we're done painting the inside pattern of the ornament, we're moving on to the top part of it. And quick tip, make sure as you're painting this part, you leave a little bit of a blank space here so you can appreciate where the ornament pattern ends and then the top part begins. And now to do this little string over here that is holding the ornament, I'm switching to the round brush number 2. And as you can see in here, I'm also leaving a blank space, and this is so we can add more details to the core or this string that is holding the ornament. And after the paint was dry, I decided to go ahead and give it another coat of this Handmade palette just to make sure it didn't look as streaky as it did before. That is just personal preference. You can leave it with just one coat, whatever you like best. And now to do this cool splatter effect, we're gonna grab some of the gold phonetic paint and then we're gonna dip it in water, and then using the finger from our other hand, we're going to tap it, and that's what's gonna create this beautiful splatter effect. Now for the lettering part, I always like to sketch it beforehand, so I'm using again my white mechanical pencil and I am writing happy holidays. Of course, you can write any sentiment that you would like in here, and then using my gold paint marker, and this one has an extra fine tip, I'm going to go ahead and outline the lettering part. And as always, make sure the spelling of your phrases it is correct, because as you can see here, I was missing the letter S. So I'm glad that I caught it before I finished the whole card. And now what I decided to do is I wanted to make the lettering look more like calligraphy. So I went ahead and thicken all the downstrokes. This is called faux calligraphy. I have tons of videos and tutorials on my blog if you want to learn a little bit more about it, as well as the holiday worksheet that I'm going to be putting the link down below. So we are almost done, but I just wanted to take a moment for you to appreciate the beauty of this gold phonetic paint. Now all we have left is to erase what's left of our white mechanical pencil sketches. Now I decided to go ahead and add some dots and stars with this white gel pen. This is optional, but I just think that it adds a beautiful contrast to the card. And look at the final piece. What do you think? I think it looks so beautiful. Let me know what you think in the comments, and also what else you would like to see here in the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week with another calligraphy or lettering video tutorial.